We are going to speak today. I'm going to speak about how lymphatic yoga can help with the lipedema and Dercums. I also am going to show a little of how the lymphatic system works. I realized that we have a lot of new people in the conference, but just to understand briefly how the system works, I am going to talk about the anomalies of the lymphatic system as well. And I will talk about the 3 ways lymphatic yoga can reduce chronic inflammation, reduce the weight and size of your leg, and it can also help to restore your health. I have no disclosures. Then we are going to see lymphatic yoga as a tool, another tool, I would say, in the lipedema and Dercum's management toolbox. And let's see here the lady that I mentioned before. This person was diagnosed with lipedema in November 2014 by Dr. Karen. And she started doing lymphatic yoga in 2016. And the results of her practice, this was in July 27. Yes. And it reduced considerably the size of her legs. She did consistently. In the beginning, she was doing just twice per week. After 3 months, she started to increase the frequency, and this was the result. In terms of weight loss, when she was diagnosed, she was 184 pounds, and she got to 190 pounds soon after that. After 1 year of practicing lymphatic yoga, in July 2017, she practiced for 1 year, 2016 to 17. She had 148 pounds. She lost 42 pounds in 1 year. She changed her diet after her start to the class, not immediately. She was depressed, that she didn't have the motivation to do this. She said to me that after 3-4 months, when she increased the frequency, she felt like changing the diet as well. She had more motivation. Also, in 2015, I was in the Lipedema conference in UK, and I did a trial with people with lipedema. 14 people participated, and I did a little video that is in my website, 26 minutes. I did the practice with them for two sessions, and then they had to do for 1 month this video. And they lost weight, and they also had reduced pain. Some of them continued practicing, and they kept losing weight. Just doing a special practice that I defined for those with the lipedema. Then, let's see, first, before we come back to this, how the lymphatic system works. The lymphatic system is composed of lymph vessels, the fluid that's in the vessels, the lymph nodes, and lymphoid organs. We are going to talk mainly about the circulation involving the vessels, the fluid, and the nodes. These little bullets that you saw there, this is a real lymphatic system. It's a picture of Dr. Etelka Foldi, and these little nodes that you see there are the lymph nodes. You cannot see there the initial lymph vessels. It seems that the system is only in the trunk and a little here. No, it's all over the body. It permeates all tissues and organs of the body. But the initial lymph vessels, they are so small. They are the size of a silk thread, and they could not show up there. Then the lymph is a colorless, watery fluid derived from the interstitial fluid. And it's about 96% water. It's very important to be hydrated. It's very important to drink lots of water because the lymph fluid is mainly water. If you don't drink enough water, it's going to get stagnant for lack of hydration. This is one basic thing for the lymphatic system. It contains antibodies, proteins, cellular waste, bacteria, virus, minerals, vitamins, debris, carbon dioxide. The lymph vessels are the initial lymph vessels that I mentioned. The collectors a little bigger, and gradually they become bigger, and they come to the major vessels that are the trunks of the lymphatic system. Let's talk about the lymph nodes. The lymph nodes are about 600 to 800 in the body. They are like filtering stations along the lymph vessels, and they help to neutralize and destroy foreign cells and help to cleanse the lymph fluid. They also they are mainly located in cluster along the lymph vessel, in the knees, in the elbows, in the armpit, in the groins, in the neck, in the abdomen, and in the chest. Then there is considerable, I would say, stagnation in these areas. I will repeat again the areas. They are the knees, the elbows, armpits, groins, neck, abdomen, and chest. And these are areas that we need to address to keep the fluid moving properly. Lymph nodes produce and store white cells such as lymphocytes and monocytes. And there is infection. The nodes enlarge because of the multiplication of lymphocytes. The lymphocytes are the antibodies. We have many antibodies in the body, but the lymphocytes are those that are called intelligent. They are produced in the lymphatic system, and they can figure out when you have a different virus, a different bacteria, what to produce to neutralize them. The monocytes, they are like dumb, and the others also. They are born to do certain things, and they will do this the entire life. Then it's very important to keep the lymphatic fluid moving properly, because if there is a stagnation, the production of lymphocytes will be reduced. Then your immune condition, it's the immune system. Most part of the immune system is the lymphatic system. Your immune defense will be reduced if you have stagnation in the lymphatic system. Stagnation is going to be a normal thing for everybody. Why? Because the lymph fluid is not pumped by the heart. There is no automatic pump in the body for this fluid. Then, over the years, the stagnation will increase. And we can say that, oh, it's aging. I heard a lot of people, oh, I have this, I have that, it's aging. It's not aging. We can handle aging if the lymphatic system is moving properly. The flow of the free flow of the lymphatic system helps you to restore tissues, helps you to rejuvenate as well. The lymphatic system is mainly a transport system. It's moving the toxins away from the cells. It helps to bring the nutrition to the cells, the minerals, the vitamins as well. And I have here an analogy. It's like a highway, the lymphatic system. However, when we have a car wreck that's not cleared in any highway, the whole highway will be congested. Then if we have a highway that's 100 miles and we have a car wreck here and it's not cleared, it will take a while, but within 100 miles, it's going to show the congestion. And if we didn't have radios or TVs, you would not know where was the problem. You will think that the problem is there. And maybe it's not true, because you have to see where is the origin of the congestion. Where did this started for you to be able to clear the entire lymphatic system. Then, if it's not cleared, it gradually will impair the entire body as an association with the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is like a highway, and it will become jammed. The condition of our transport system will mirror the condition of our health. I I will repeat again. The condition of our transport system, the lymphatic system, will mirror the condition of our health. Then there are some lymphatic anomalies. It's not a system like the others because we have systems in the body that are bilateral, like the kidneys. You have a kidney in the right and the left. They are the same. The lungs, approximately the same. They have the same function. They do the same thing. But there are organs in the body that are just in one side, like the liver, like the spleen, and they have their own function. The lymphatic system is weird because, and this makes the system very mysterious also and atypical because of these people cannot figure out things about the lymphatic system, but we are getting there. It requires a village, as Felicity mentions, all of us, to figure this out. Then the lymphatic system. First of all, the number of lymph nodes and the anatomy of the system can vary greatly from one person to the other. Depending on the size of the body, you can have more or less lymph nodes in the body. I met somebody when I was doing a workshop at Kripalu Center in Massachusetts that she had lymphedema. She had lymphedema for over 20 years, not compliant. Don't use the wrapping, don't use the thing. Her arm should be totally hardened because the lymphatic system is full of protein. And when protein is not moving, it's going too hard. And I was just baffled. Why? She's not compliant, and she was doing the class. She had problems in the knees, was walking with a cane. And in the second day, I asked about her surgery, how many lymph nodes she had removed from the armpit. I said, has to do with that. And she said, oh, you know, the doctors were so surprised. I had an extreme amount of lymph nodes in my armpit. I had 43, 44. I said, well, this is really a lot because it changed from people to people, but there is a means there from 26 to 33, 34. It's more or less that, not 43 or 44. And this, for me, was the reason that she kept going with the arm still functional because she removed it just from one armpit and not from the other. And somehow the other, and this is what we do in MLD, we can reroute the lymph somehow because she had a lot of lymph nodes in the other armpit. I suppose it's the same number because usually it's the same here. It was draining partially. She had lymphedema, but it should be much harder after 20 years. And in my opinion, this was the reason that it was not. And this is the reason that the system is so mysterious, because the anatomy is different for everybody. It's like a fingerprint, and we need to figure this out also, how these things are working in our body. And the other thing also is that the lymphatic system is bilateral, like the kidneys, like the lungs, but it's not symmetric. Then the kidneys are symmetric, the lungs are. The lymphatic system will drain about 3/4 of the lymph fluid to the left side of the body. And the other 1/4, it's going to be drained to the right side. Then, let's see like that. I will do both legs. The abdominal area is going to be drained to the left side. And this area here, the arm, the right side is going to come here. Then only this area is drained to the right. The entire 3/4, both legs, and this is important for you, is drained to the left side. And this is an anomaly. What is an anomaly? It's something that deviates from what is standard, from what is expected. The other things that the lymph nodes can calcify. If you take a lot of chemical thing, medicines, a lot of food that's processed. The lymph nodes do not know what to do with it and start to accumulate there. It's not going to allow this thing to run in the body, and this will calcify the lymph nodes over time. However, the lymph nodes in their shell, it remains the same. They cannot identify the lymph nodes are calcified. When they started to do lymph node transplants for lymphedema, they had a lot of problems because they harvest lymph nodes that were calcified. Then they did a surgery taking lymph nodes, for example, from the inguinals to put in the armpit, but they didn't know about this. They put it there, didn't work. Then the person had a lymphedema in the arm, didn't work, and chances at risk to get lymphedema in the leg because lymph nodes were removed from there. And they realized this later on. Then don't try anything that's just starting. Wait a few years for you to do. Few years to wait for the real results. Then they perceived this, and now they run the liquids that allows them to see if the lymph node is working or not, is calcified or not. These are just some of the anomalies of the lymphatic system that need to be considered. Lymphatic yoga practice. Because the lymphatic system behaves like a highway, it's important to work with the entire body when practicing lymphatic yoga, regardless the location of the reported problem. Because you may feel that you have a problem here, a problem there, but the origin, as in the highway, may be far in the body and you don't know. Then we need to work with the entire body to approach the entire lymphatic system. And the practice of lymphatic yoga provides 3 ways to managing the lymphatic system. To manage the lymphatic system. Deep breathing, muscle motion. That would be the specific yoga poses, I would say. And it's important to work with the big picture, with the entire body. Let's see a little more of this. Deep breathing, in my opinion, is the main pump for the lymphatic system. Muscles and the diaphragm, the breathing, are the 2 major pumps for the lymphatic system since the heart does not pump it. Why the heart does not pump this huge amount of fluids? Because the lymphatic system is not connected to the heart. The lymph has to return to the heart, to the left subclavian vein and right subclavian vein here. But it's very close to the heart that it's returned, but it's not in the heart. Then the heart's not connected to the lymphatic system. Then the breathing, in my opinion, is the one that will pump the most of this fluid. And breathing is the most important function of the body because all the other functions of the body depend on breathing. You can stay just a few days without eating any food, fewer days without liquids. You cannot stay just a few minutes without breathing. Breathing is source of life. And when you improve your capacity of breathing, and when you practice this as an exercise regularly with consistency, you are going to improve your quality of life, your health, your brain. Brain fog will just disappear with the practice of breathing techniques. But it has to be the deep breathing or diaphragmatic breathing, because the diaphragm is the one that's pumping the lymphatic system. It's not the shallow or superficial breathing. Then, it's one of the major pumps for the lymphatic system. When you breathe diaphragmatically, it creates a suction effect for the lymph fluid throughout the body. And I'm talking here only about the benefits for the lymphatic system. This is the proper breathing also. A deeper breathing has many other benefits. Oxygenation, many other things. I'm talking exclusively for the lymphatic system. Newborns use the diaphragm to breathe. It's our correct breathing. It's our normal breathing. Over the years, we changed it. We distorted the breathing, and the breathing became shallower. and it's not pumping the lymph fluid anymore, or barely pumping, I would say. It helps to return the lymph fluid to the heart. The lymph fluid has to return to the heart to be moving properly. It helps with the pump to bring back to the heart, especially the lymph from the legs. The legs have a major trajectory, a longer trajectory to come to the heart than the arms. Then it's easier for the lymph from the arms to come to the heart than the legs. The legs are more under the effect of gravity. Gravity is pulling down. It's pulling down. Then imagine what happens with the lymph of the calves, for example. It's going to have a hard time to move to the heart. Then you need to help it. It's important that you help it. It prevents and reduces lymph stagnation. Because the lymph is reaching protein, if it's not moving properly, it starts to harden. We don't want this. And the breathing will keep the thing moving, preventing the hardness of the molecules of protein. And helps in lymph transport to bring the toxins away from the cells and to help to bring the nutrients to the cell nourishment as well. Breathing techniques pump the lymph fluid in the same way the heart pumps the blood. It will have the function that the heart has for the blood. The diaphragm would have this function. Are you awake here? Just for you to wake up. And let's move forward. Then, it's important to work with the entire picture. In any circumstances, it's essential to work with the entire body. Don't consider, oh, I have some people that come to me. I have a problem in my liver, in my stomach, in my shoulder. What should I do for the shoulder? It's the entire body. I'm sorry, you need to work with the entire body. It's not the shoulder. If you focus there, you are not going to get major results. If you work with the entire body, you will get results. The inevitable is sluggishness because the heart does not pump the liquid, or stagnation of the lymph sends a ripple effect throughout the whole body, triggering apparently unrelated pains and diseases. It's like a tidal wave coming to you, and it can be devastating. It creates a hard-to-stop domino effect with a plethora of diseases and pains, exactly like in a crippled highway. Then what this means is that because it behaves like a highway, if you have a problem in a certain area, you may not feel there, but you feel a pain in another area completely different in the body. Tissues start to deteriorate in other areas because it's your weaker area. Everybody's different. It's going to get first your weaker area, and then you need to work with the entire thing. You don't need to know where is the origin, provided that you work with the entire body. Because if there is a stagnation in certain part, originally in certain parts of the body, certainly already spread it to others that you are not even feeling. You just feel a specific thing, but it's in other areas as well. And it's invisible initially because it's working at a cellular level. It's very slow. The lymphatic system is very slow to show what's doing. It's happening in an underlying way. In any fatty disorder, like lipedema or Dercum's disease, there is no quick road to success. As I mentioned it, I had a huge accident where I broke both legs, and one of the legs could not recover, and I was refracturing the leg again and again and again. And it took 7 years for me to walk in the way that I walk, without support. According to the doctors, I would not walk without a cane. I would not be able to do this. And I am here because of this, because this can help you as it helped me, because it's helping in any system in the body, in any part of the body, in any organ, because the lymphatic system spreads all over the body, including the nervous system. For you to know how very little is known about the lymphatic system. Up to 2015, it was believed that the lymphatic system was not in the nervous system. It's throughout in the entire body except the nervous system. No brain and no spinal cord. It's not there. In 2015, two different research in Virginia University and in Finland as well, it was in the same month, June 2015, they proved that this is not true. We have lymph vessels in the brain and in the spinal cord as well. And this changes the entire game. This is what the scientist said. That we have to change the biology books. This is going to change everything. And only in 2015 they discovered this. Very important discovery. That's going to change a lot of things. Also, at least a couple of months of exercise will be required to bring the body to a more fit condition. Then you cannot start, okay, I need to do every day, then let me do this. No, you need to start progressively. You start with twice per week, as this lady did. Because otherwise it can be too much. You have a lot of toxins stored in the body, and it starts to move them away. What this practice will do is first to remove inflammation, toxins, and after that, when it's partially removed, it starts to restore the tissues. There are two phases in lymphatic yoga. Then you will not see in the beginning results because it's first cleansing. And because the lymphatic system is working at a cellular level, it nourishes and cleanses the cells of the body. The major fat burn results will be visible only later. The lymphatic system is slow in manifesting both detrimental or beneficial conditions. Effective fat burning requires time, discipline, and patience. Well, in any condition, and I know that you have a lot of motivation if you are here, you want to figure this out, you want to overcome the difficulties that you have, but you have to have discipline. It's important after you come to this period of 2 times per week, you gradually increase the frequency until you come at least 6 times per week, and you see a huge difference. I'm going to do a lymphatic yoga lipedema challenge that will start in June 2019. It will be a 6-week program. It will be a webinar everybody will be able to do from their homes 2 times per week. There will be 12 sessions. And gradually, you are going to do the things with me. I will be there live. For you to register, I would recommend you, we have a page there where you would put your email address, your information, and we will send it to you within 1 week. I'm putting the curriculum together for this. And just send your email there if you want to participate, then you will receive the information about this. Thank you so much for your attention. We are going to do some practice now. Because of this, I just rushed it a little with this information. But before you do the practice, I would like to know if you have any questions. How about questions? Okay. Thank you. Do you want to do some practice? Are you ready? How was the breathing? Those that were here yesterday and before yesterday. Is it improving? Yes. Is it easier to breathe now? Yes. What we are doing is restoring the flexibility of the diaphragm, because when you don't breathe properly, when you don't breathe deeply, the diaphragm will get stiff. It hardens. There are lymph vessels there as well. It will harden. And what we are doing, we are restoring again the flexibility of the diaphragm for you to be able to go home and be able to breathe deeply. If you don't do every day, it's going to harden very quickly because you don't have consistency. It's hard, it was hardened for a long time. It's not in 2 or 3 days that you will restore fully the flexibility. And if you don't keep doing, very quickly it's going to be as it was before. However, if you do regularly for at least a period of 21 days, and this, according to psychology, is what it takes for you to change a habit. This is a habit to breathe shallowly. You need to shift this habit. It takes about 21 days, according to psychology. You will be able to breathe properly and deeper when you are sleeping. It's going to happen naturally. This doesn't mean that you don't need to practice anymore, because when you have stresses, when you have tensions, the diaphragm, the breathing becomes shallow. When you are afraid, did you realize this? You just do, and this gradually will stiffen your diaphragm. And then you need to keep doing the practice, even after 21 days, okay? Let's start rubbing both hands until we feel them warmer and warmer. And gently bring your hands to the neck, and we are going to press and release the air of the neck, dissolving tensions that we store in these areas, pressing and releasing it, pressing and releasing it. But be gentle, not forcing, not using violence between the neck and shoulders. When we force, when you use violence with the lymphatic system, one thing that can happen, according to Dr. Edely, is that the lymph vessels come to a spasm. They don't move the lymph fluid. Then be gentle with yourself. Now let's shake arms and hands out. Bring both hands together. Inhale, lift them. Breathing in. Press your hands between the shoulder blades. Keep the pressure. Exhale, drag your hands to the collarbones and shake them out. Again, inhale, lift. Breathing in. And press between the shoulder blades. Keep the pressure. Exhale, drag your hands to the collarbone. Shake them out. It's about repetition. Again, breathing in, breathing in, breathing in. It's not only the arms. Press, exhale, drag to the collarbones. Let's do more consciously now. Inhale through the nose. Lift. Breathing in all the time. Breathing in, still breathing in. Press between the shoulder blades. Exhale, drag your hands to the collarbones. Shake them out. Bring your fingertips to the shoulders. Think of your elbows, and begin to draw small circles in the air, small circles with the elbows, small circles. Keep breathing. Avoid holding your breath. Are you holding the breath by any chance? A little bigger now. Do you see how it works? It's unconscious, a little bigger. Then you have to bring your entire awareness, your entire attention there. Gently pause, small circles to the other side, small circles, and progressively enlarge the size of the circles. Now breathe. Breathe. And gently we are going to shake arms and hands out in a very relaxed way. Breathing in, lift the shoulders towards the ceiling. Shoulders higher. Exhale with a sigh. And drop them. Again, slowly lifting them. As you breathe in, slowly bring them towards the ceiling. This one a little more. Exhale with a sigh. Again. Inhale, lift. And higher now. Exhale with a sigh. Very good. Again, breathing in, slowly, consciously lifting the shoulders. Think of your shoulders. Lift higher, 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 towards the sky. Try to reach the sky now. Exhale with a sigh and drop them. Can you perceive the difference? How the vocabulary changed your attitude? Because we are unconscious of what we are doing, and I'm seeing what you are doing. And I'm seeing that most of you can do better. And when I insist you just do, did you realize this or not? Then it's important to have somebody in the beginning coaching you, because you will not be able to do correctly because of unconscious mode. Okay? Then I suggest you to go to the webinar, because you will learn in 12 weeks how to do. Then the body has memory. We'll be able to do it. Let's do once more. Now slowly, slowly. Breathing in, lift your shoulders. Little higher now, higher, towards the sky. Try to touch the sky now. Exhale with the side. And round your back, tuck your chin in, drop the head, and squeeze the abdomen at the end of this exhalation. And as you breathe in, progressively straighten your spinal column, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you, and bring your chin towards the sky. And as you exhale, shoulders forward, round your back, tuck your chin in, drop your head, and squeeze the abdomen at the end of this exhalation. Now relax the abdomen, inhale, straightening the spine. The head is the last one to lift. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now lift your heart. Hold the air momentarily. Exhale, shoulders forward, round your back, tuck your chin in, drop the head, and squeeze the abdomen. Relax the abdomen. Inhale, lifting vertebra by vertebra, from the bottom up, chin to the sky. Squeeze your shoulder blades, lips apart, hold the air, and open your heart center, softening the heart. And as you exhale, shoulders forward, round your back, squeeze the abdomen, drop your head a little more, squeeze more the abdomen, relax the abdomen, one more time. Inhale, gradually lifting the spine. The chin is the last to lift, lips apart, squeeze your shoulder blades, hold the air, and open a little more your heart. Lift your heart even higher now. And as you exhale, let go. All tensions, all stresses, all toxins, inflammation, carbon dioxide. Drop your head, squeeze the abdomen, relax your shoulders down. Let's do just one more time. Breathing in more consciously, stacking up the vertebrae one at a time. Breathing in, chin to the sky, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hold and lift your heart, heart higher, lips apart, relax your lips. And as you exhale, shoulders forward. Round your back, drop the head, and squeeze the abdomen. Relax the abdomen. Now bring your back to a neutral position. Straight spine, head in line with the spine. Bring your fingertips, 4 fingers, and we are going to tap the collarbones, going back and forth, breathing in and out through the nose. How are we feeling here? How is the breathing? Becoming even better? Can you feel the expansion of your capacity? Now, only the right hand on the sternum bone, up and down, up and down. Working with the lymph nodes that we have there. Hoping that they are not calcified. And very good. Shake arms and hands out in a very relaxed way. Let's do what we did yesterday. Finger, thumbs on the armpits. Exhale, elbows down. Exhale through the nose. Breathing in, elbows at shoulder height. Exhale through the nose down. Breathing in through the nose up. And gradually we will accelerate this motion and the breathing. Faster now. Faster. Pause, release your arms. You can rest your arms on the thighs. Now breathing in through the nose very slowly, very deeply. Use the bottom part of the lungs. Breathing in, engaging the diaphragm. Hold the air brief moment. Hold it, hold it. Relax your jaw, relax the tongue as you hold. Hold it. Now exhale slowly, exhale slowly. Control the exhalation. How many of you are feeling dizzy or lightheaded? Oh, yes. You know what this means? Lots of toxins. Because it's moving. As you pump the diaphragm, you are moving things away. The blood is purified in the lungs. The lymphatic fluid comes to the heart and mixes with the blood, bringing the toxins to the blood, to the heart. And the heart sends this used blood to the lungs to be purified with the oxygen. And then it comes to the other side of the heart, purified arterial blood. Then it's a lot of toxins. When you feel like that, just stop a little, breathe normally, that disappears like that. And this happens only in the beginning when you start to practice breathing techniques, deeper, proper breathing techniques, and like the one that we just did. After 3 days practicing this, you will not feel this anymore, I will guarantee you. Is it better now? It disappears, the dizziness, the whatever it was there? It's like that. Now, bring your right hand to the navel. Exhale completely. Exhale, exhale. Try to keep your head in line with the spine if it's possible, avoiding the chin to be up. And as you breathe in on the bottom of the lungs, navel moves forward, breathe deeper and deeper. And as you exhale, control the exhalation and gradually squeeze the abdomen at the end. Now we can engage the diaphragm. We are prepared to do it. The diaphragm will respond better now. Inhale, navel moves forward. Breathe deeply. Avoid moving shoulders or ribs. Hold a brief moment. Exhale, slow down your exhalation now. Slow it down and squeeze the abdomen. Now relax the abdomen. Breathe in through the nose. Navel moves forward without ribs moving. Like a party balloon, it helps this analogy. Blow the balloon in the abdomen. And as you exhale, slowly deflate the balloon in the abdomen and gradually squeeze the abdomen. Now squeeze more, squeeze more. Relax all these muscles. I will add something different. Then keep doing like it is. Inhale, navel moves forward, deeper, deeper, deeper. Closer to the hips now, closer to the hips. And as you exhale, slow down the breath. Bring your navel towards the spinal column. Squeeze more. Now squeeze the pelvic floor. Squeeze the perineum, the anal muscles. Squeeze the pelvic floor more. Now relax all these muscles. Right hand on the navel is still there. Breathing in on the pelvic floor. Deeper now. Lower abdomen moves forward. Navel moves forward. Lower and navel. Deeper, deeper. Exhale. Slow down the breath. Gradually squeeze the abdomen, squeeze the navel towards the spine without air, squeeze the pelvic floor, perineum, anal muscles, squeeze more. Now relax all these muscles. I will add more things. This is progressive, okay? Breathing in, navel moves forward. Lower abdomen, breathe closer to the hips. More, more. Hold the air a brief moment. Now exhale, slow down. Control the exhalation, please. And gradually bring your navel towards the spine. There, close to the spine. Squeeze the pelvic floor, perineum, anal muscles. Now relax everything. I will add something before we do the next thing. When you breathe deeply, because the diaphragm is moving down, when you breathe in, the diaphragm has to go down to draw the air to the lungs. When you exhale, the diaphragm moves up to squeeze the lungs from all the air. When you are breathing in deeply, if you breathe a little more, next breathing will be a little more down, then a little more down. You are restoring the flexibility of the diaphragm, and you feel in the hips. You feel a slight motion in the hips. The diaphragm is massaging your hips, releasing stagnation from there. How many of you could feel the hip moving slightly or some sensations there? Could you feel this or not? No. Then let's try again. Because I can do the next one if you start to feel this thing. It's progressive. Right hand on the navel. Exhale. First exhale. Shoulders down. Relax the lips. Smile. We are doing very well here. Squeeze the abdomen. Relax the abdomen. Breathe in. Navel moves forward. Now start to breathe more on the bottom of the lungs. Deeper, deeper. Inhale more. Inhale a little more. Lower abdomen also moves forward. Exhale, slow down. And this is pumping the fluid from your legs as well. Squeeze the abdomen, perineum, anal muscles, all the pelvic floor. Squeeze more, squeeze more. We are going to suck the belly up like that. Now relax. It's just about repetition. Right hand on the navel. Breathing in deeper. Navel, no rib motion, please. Navel moves forward. Breathe closer to the hips. Deeper, 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 deeper. Hold a brief moment. Hold the air. Relax your lips, jaw. Exhale. Slow down the breath. Control the exhalation. Bring your navel towards the spine. Squeeze more, squeeze more. Squeeze the pelvic floor, perineum, anal muscles, and see if you can bring it up. Relax with control. How was this? Could you do some? I have been doing this for over 30 years. Then don't try to do what you will do some. Okay, you will do some. It's in this way, it's progressive. Okay, we are going to just see how is the diaphragm now. It's simple diaphragmatic breathing. Okay, and I don't want you to use the hands now. I want you to rest your hands on the thighs. I want you to bring your mind to the navel. Exhale completely. Think of your navel. Exhale. Bring your navel towards the spinal column. Then relax the abdomen. Breathing in. Party balloon on the abdomen, navel moves forward, breathe closer to the hips. Hold the air a brief moment. Exhale, control the exhalation. Do it slowly and gradually squeeze the abdomen. Bring your navel towards the spinal column. Pause without air. Relax the abdomen. Breathing in, party balloon on the abdomen, blow the balloon, blow. Blow, blow, blow the balloon. Breathe deeper. Hold the air. The breathing has 4 phases: inhalation, pause, exhalation, and pause. Now exhale slowly. The pauses are brief. Exhale with control. Squeeze the abdomen. Pause without air. One more time. Breathing in, closer to the hips. Imagine your hips. Navel moves forward. Lower abdomen moves forward. Hold the air. Exhale, control the exhalation, and gradually bring your navel towards the spine, squeeze the abdomen, pause without air. Now allow your breathing to become spontaneous or natural. Close the eyes. When we close the eyes, we avoid the distractions from the outside, and we can bring the attention to the inside, to the ocean of harmony and healing that we have within. Things are happening in your body now. Close your eyes for you to perceive what's going on. Close your eyes, spread your consciousness throughout the entire body, and mentally observe the changes, the sensations that are spreading throughout the body. Relax your jaw, relax your tongue. They are not working now. Mentally observe the sensations that are moving throughout the body. It's the lymph fluid that's moving now, moving away toxins, helping to restore the tissues better. The more you relax your arms, relax your legs. The more you relax, the better you perceive what's going on. Now it's the higher intelligence of your body working for you. It's not your intellect. It's not your mind. There is a higher intelligence in the body that does more than 1,500 different biochemical processes in the liver. Only the liver does that. And some of these biochemical processes cannot be reproduced in our labs. Scientists do not know how the liver does certain things. If the mind would have to do all these things, the mind would kill the body in less than 1 minute. Then put your mind aside. Just observe. Keep a neutral observation of what's going on in the body. It's the higher intelligence of your body doing the job for you, restoring your body. It's not your mind. The mind cannot do this. And this is the role of meditation. When we meditate, you activate this inner intelligence that makes your heart pump. You cannot pump your heart. Is that correct? You cannot do all the biochemical process that the liver does. Then because of this meditation, prayer, it's excellent for you to trigger your inner healing process of restoring yourself. Thank you so much. I love to be here with you. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you. Do you have any questions?